Understanding the Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. Today, we explore the principles of the world-renowned book, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. While many associate the concept of compounding solely with financial growth, this book demonstrates how the compound effect influences every aspect of life, not just money. The compound effect is a principle rooted in consistency, discipline, and intentionality. Hardy explains how small, consistent actions can lead to significant, life-altering results over time. This book serves as a roadmap for creating lasting change, redefining beliefs, and helping readers align their actions with their values. If you follow its principles and consistently apply the steps outlined, you can unlock the best life has to offer. Let's delve deeper into how the compound effect works and its profound implications for various aspects of life. What is the compound effect? The compound effect refers to the phenomenon of achieving extraordinary results through small, consistent actions repeated over an extended period. In simple terms, it's the idea that minor, seemingly insignificant choices, when compounded over time, create substantial, impactful outcomes. Consider this. Many people give up running after just a week because they don't see immediate weight loss, or they abandon piano lessons after a month because they've only learned basic exercises like chopsticks. Similarly, some investors stop contributing to SIPs, systematic investment plans, after a couple of years because their account hasn't grown significantly. What they fail to realize is that these small, consistent actions. Welcome to the Story Hub. In today's video, we'll dive into some powerful insights and book summaries that will help you grow. Don't forget to subscribe and share this with your friends and family for more exciting content. Actions lead to exponential growth when sustained over time. The results may not be immediately visible, but their impact accumulates and compounds over months and years, leading to transformative changes. An illustration of the compound effect. To grasp the power of compounding, imagine being offered two options. 1. A lump sum payment of $3 million right now. 2. A single penny that doubles in value every day for 31 days. At first glance, the $3 million seems like the obvious choice. However, if you choose the penny and let its value double daily, by day 31, its worth surpasses $10 million. A testament to the exponential power of compounding. This example highlights a core principle of the compound effect. Small, consistent efforts may appear insignificant in the short term, but yield extraordinary results in the long run. The compound effect challenges conventional thinking, motivates you to adopt habits of persistence, and equips you with strategies to make incremental yet impactful changes in your life. By embracing this philosophy, you can transform your health, finances, relationships, and overall well-being. The key lies in consistency, patience, and a commitment to small, purposeful actions that lead to extraordinary outcomes over time. The power of patience and compounding. Imagine this scenario. You choose to take $3 million in cash today, while your friend opts for a single penny that doubles in value every day for 31 days. On the fifth day, your friend's penny has only grown to 16 cents, while you're enjoying your $3 million. By the 10th day, your friend has just $5.12, a seemingly insignificant amount compared to your fortune. At this point, your friend may feel doubtful and even regretful about their choice. Meanwhile, you're relishing your decision, spending freely, and feeling confident. By the 20th day, your friend's penny has grown to $5,243, not even close to matching your $3 million. Despite their consistent effort and patience, the payoff still seems far away. the magic of the compound effect. However, this is where the invisible magic of compounding begins to reveal itself. On the 29th day, your $3 million remains unchanged, but your friend's penny has grown to $2.7 million. By the 30th day, their total surpasses $5.3 million. Finally, on the 31st day, the compounded penny reaches an astonishing $10.7 million, more than 3 times your initial $3 million. This example demonstrates the extraordinary power of compounding. While the results may seem negligible at first, consistent effort over time produces exponential growth, making patience and persistence invaluable traits. Beyond money, the compound effect in everyday life. If you believe the compound effect applies only to finances, think again. This principle extends to every area of life, from personal development to relationships, health, and career. To illustrate, consider the lives of 3 friends, Larry, Scott, and Brad, who share similar circumstances. They live in the same neighborhood, earn $50,000 annually, and maintain average health and weight. Larry continues with his routine, neither improving nor worsening his habits. He occasionally laments the monotony of his life but makes no changes. Scott, on the other hand, begins implementing small, positive adjustments. He commits to reading 10 pages of a motivational book daily and listens to inspirational audio for 30 minutes during his commute. While these changes seem minor, Scott's disciplined approach starts to lay the foundation for significant transformation. This story emphasizes that small, consistent actions, no matter how insignificant they seem, can create monumental changes over time. The compound effect teaches us that perseverance, consistency, and patience are the keys to achieving long-term success in every aspect of life. The power of small choices. Over time, Scott decided to make modest changes to his daily habits, focusing on small, manageable steps rather than large-scale transformations. He committed to cutting just 125 calories from his diet each day. Nothing extreme. For example, he swapped a soda for water, replaced cheese with mustard on his sandwiches, and reduced his portion size by a small amount, such as 1 cup of cereal. Additionally, he began walking a couple of kilometers daily. These changes didn't require tremendous effort or sacrifice, but Scott remained consistent in his commitment. Meanwhile, Brad, another friend, chose a different path. He recently purchased a large-screen TV to enjoy his favorite shows more comfortably, built a bar in his bedroom, and began indulging in weekly alcohol consumption. Brad wasn't engaging in extreme behavior. He simply wanted to relax and enjoy life. Larry, the third friend, maintained the same habits he always had. He neither improved nor regressed, choosing to stay in his comfort zone. The first few months. No visible change. After 5 months, there were no noticeable differences between Larry, Scott, and Brad. Scott continued his small positive habits, reading a few pages of a book daily and listening to motivational audios during his commute. Brad enjoyed his new lifestyle and relaxed routines, while Larry carried on as usual. Even after 10 months, the lives of the 3 friends appeared largely the same. The changes Scott and Brad were making, whether positive or negative, seemed too small to yield any measurable outcomes. The turning point, compounding over time. By the 18th month, subtle differences began to emerge. By the 25th month, these changes became noticeable, and by the 27th month, the contrast between them was striking. Scott, through his consistent effort to reduce just 125 calories daily and stay active, lost 33 pounds over 31 months. In contrast, Brad, who consumed an additional 125 calories daily, gained 33 pounds. The difference between them was now an astounding 67 pounds. But the impact extended beyond their physical appearances. Scott's disciplined habits and improved health influenced his confidence, energy levels, and personal relationships. On the other hand, Brad's lifestyle choices led to a decline in his overall well-being, which started to affect his personal and professional life. The bigger lesson. This example underscores the transformative power of small, consistent actions over time. While the initial changes may seem insignificant, their cumulative impact can lead to dramatically different outcomes in the long run. The compound effect doesn't just apply to weight or health. It influences every aspect of life, from relationships to career growth. The key takeaway is this: small, deliberate choices, maintained consistently, create significant, life-altering results. Whether positive or negative, the habits you form today will shape your future in profound ways. The transformative power of consistency. Over the past 2.5 years, Scott has invested nearly 1,000 hours in reading personal development books and listening to self-improvement audio programs. By applying the knowledge he gained, Scott earned a promotion at work and received a significant salary increase. Meanwhile, Brad, stuck in the same habits, remains in his current position, frustrated and dissatisfied with his job. When it comes to their personal lives, the contrast is equally stark. Scott's commitment to growth and self-care has positively impacted his marriage. He takes pride in his family, and his relationship with his wife and children is strong and fulfilling. On the other hand, Brad's health decline and lack of effort have strained his marriage. His unhealthy habits have taken a toll, leaving his relationship in jeopardy. Larry, meanwhile, remains unchanged, living the same life he did 2.5 years ago, though now with even less enthusiasm and purpose. The hidden power of small choices. The principle of the compound effect demonstrates how consistent, small choices over time can lead to extraordinary differences between individuals. Those who leverage this principle appear to achieve overnight success, but in truth, their accomplishments result from years of disciplined effort. Success, as simple as it may seem, comes down to consistently making the right choices and following through on them every day. Over time, these small, deliberate actions accumulate, creating monumental results. Consistency, the key to success. Consistency is the cornerstone of success. It's the greatest strength of high achievers and the most significant weakness of those who fall short. Regardless of intelligence, talent, or experience, anyone can bridge the gap through hard work and persistence. For example, if you're struggling with your cricket throws, practice 1,000 throws daily for a month. You'll see the difference. If you're weak at dribbling with your left hand, tie your right hand behind your back and dribble for 3 hours each day. If mathematics is your weakness, hire a tutor and dedicate your summer to mastering it with consistent effort. No excuses, no shortcuts, just consistent action. Every effort you make with regularity brings you closer to success. Chapter 2. The Power of Habits. Imagine a man riding a galloping horse. The speed seems exhilarating, but where is he headed? Habits work the same way, guiding your life at breakneck speed. The question is whether those habits are steering you toward success or taking you off course. With deliberate action and consistent choices, you can direct the horse toward the life you've always envisioned. The power of the compound effect lies in this: the smallest daily actions, repeated consistently, can transform your life. Take control, stay consistent, and success will follow. Take control of your habits. A man riding a horse was galloping down a road as if heading to an important destination. A passerby shouted, "Where are you going?" The rider responded, "I don't know. Ask the horse." This story reflects the reality for many people. They ride the horse of their habits, completely unaware of the direction their life is heading because they've surrendered control. It's time to take the reins and guide your life toward the destination you truly desire. The power of habits. Habits grow stronger and more ingrained with time. To understand this, consider the following story. A wise teacher and his young disciple were walking through a forest. They stopped near a small sapling. The teacher said, "Pull it out." The disciple grasped it with his fingers and easily removed it. Next, the teacher pointed to a plant about knee-high. The disciple had to exert more effort, but managed to uproot it. Then, the teacher gestured toward a tree as tall as the boy. This time, the disciple struggled, using all his strength and tools like sticks and stones, but eventually succeeded. Finally, the teacher pointed to a towering tree whose top was hidden by the canopy. The boy hesitated, recalling his earlier struggles. He replied, "I'm sorry, but I can't do it." The teacher smiled and said, "This is the power of habit. The older and larger a habit becomes, the deeper its roots grow. Uprooting it becomes increasingly difficult, and some habits grow so big and entrenched that we fear even attempting to remove them." Why we struggle with bad habits. We all know that indulging in pastries won't slim our waistlines, yet we succumb to such temptations. We spend hours watching TV or scrolling aimlessly, even when we know it's unproductive. Why? Because the lure of instant gratification often overpowers long-term thinking. Breaking free from bad habits requires deliberate effort. Just as small, positive actions can lead to profound changes over time, addressing harmful habits early can prevent them from growing into immovable obstacles. Take charge of your habits before they take charge of you. By recognizing their power and addressing them with consistency and determination, you can redirect your life toward the goals and dreams that truly matter. The hidden cost of immediate gratification. Imagine if eating a McDonald's pizza or burger instantly caused a heart attack. Would you ever return for another bite? If the first puff of a cigarette left your face as wrinkled as that of an 85-year-old, would you take another drag? If missing your 10th call at work resulted in being fired and bankrupt on the spot, you would likely never miss another call again. What if one bite of cake caused your weight to balloon by 50 pounds? You'd say goodbye to desserts forever. The issue lies in how bad habits provide instant gratification while their long-term consequences seem distant and insignificant. There's no immediate heart attack, no wrinkles, no sudden unemployment, and no dramatic weight gain from a single indulgence. But this illusion doesn't mean you're immune to the effects of compounding bad habits. Left unchecked, they build over time, leading to eventual destruction. Now is the time to take control. Small daily changes can transform your life. These don't have to be dramatic personality overhauls or leaps in behavior. Tiny, seemingly insignificant shifts can revolutionize your future. A single bad habit may feel harmless today, but can steer you miles away from your goals in the long run. The power of momentum. If you recall high school physics, you'll remember Newton's first law, also known as the law of inertia. Objects at rest stay at rest unless acted upon by an external force. Objects in motion remain in motion unless interrupted by an external force. This law applies not just to physical objects, but also to human behavior. Those who remain idle, avoiding hard work, stay stuck in their inertia of inaction. Conversely, successful people who embrace the momentum of progress continue striving, achieving more as they push forward. Getting started may feel daunting, like pushing a stationary car, but once you gain momentum, progress becomes unstoppable. The effort required to keep moving diminishes, and the results compound over time. Recognize the influence of small actions. Whether good or bad, they accumulate. Use the principles of motion and consistency to propel yourself toward success, leaving harmful habits behind. Once you build that momentum, the rewards will surpass your expectations. The power of momentum and the influence of habits. Do you remember the effort it took to get a merry-go-round spinning as a child? You and your friends would gather around, and the first few pushes felt like you were exerting all your strength. At times, it seemed like nothing was happening, and yet you persisted. Eventually, with enough effort, the swing began to gain momentum. Once it was moving, it became easier to keep it going, and the energy required to maintain it decreased. This same principle applies to making changes in life. The hardest part is always the beginning. Starting something new requires immense energy and effort. But once you gain momentum, success and results build upon each other at an accelerating pace. Consider the example of a rocket launch. The space shuttle uses more fuel in the first few minutes of its journey than during the rest of its entire flight. The reason? It needs to break free from Earth's gravitational pull before it can soar freely in space. Similarly, in life, once you push through the initial inertia and create momentum, things become significantly easier. The challenge is always in taking that first step and generating momentum. Once you do, success becomes almost unstoppable. This is why successful people often continue to succeed, why the rich become richer, why the happy get happier, and why the lucky seem to find even more luck. The compound effect works not only for positive habits, but also for negative ones. If negative habits are left unchecked, they can accumulate and lead to undesirable consequences. This was the case with our friend Brad, whose small bad habits resulted in weight gain, job stress, and marital issues, all stemming from the negative momentum those habits created. The influence of your environment. The time we spend on idle activities, such as watching TV, can also have a cumulative impact on our lives. On average, people spend about 4.7 hours daily watching television, equating to 33 hours a week, more than a full day. This amounts to nearly 2 whole months spent in front of a screen each year. So, it's no wonder many feel stuck in their lives. Too much time spent in passivity often leads to stagnation. Have you ever thought about the impact the people around you have on your life? Jim Rohn, a renowned author and motivational speaker, once said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." The people you surround yourself with influence your mindset, behaviors, and even the way you approach life. As a result, you start to adopt their habits, perspectives, and ways of thinking. To transform your life, consider who you spend your time with. Are these individuals encouraging growth, or are they reinforcing the patterns that hold you back? By choosing to surround yourself with positive influences and people who align with your aspirations, you begin to create a powerful momentum toward success. The subtle influence of your environment. The people you surround yourself with have a profound impact on your behavior, often in ways you don't immediately notice. As you spend more time with a particular group, you begin to mirror their actions, thoughts, and habits, whether it's what they read, how they treat others, or even how they dress. This influence is so subtle that it feels almost imperceptible, like drifting on a tube in the ocean. You might not realize it, but the slow current could carry you half a mile away from where you started. For example, consider a group of friends who regularly order cocktails and greasy appetizers before dinner. If you spend enough time with them, you may find yourself adopting the same habits, ordering dishes you didn't normally enjoy, or indulging in extra drinks. Conversely, if your friends prioritize healthy eating, discuss their personal development goals, and share motivational books, you may find yourself naturally adopting those behaviors as well. You'll start reading the books they recommend, engaging in the same conversations, and visiting places they enjoy. This influence, though subtle, can either uplift or hinder you. It's important to recognize the power of the people you associate with. You cannot expect to lead a positive life if you are consistently surrounded by negativity. Seek out individuals who have achieved the success you aspire to. And remember, never take advice from someone whose life you wouldn't want to trade. The power of extra effort. Let's say your goal is to build muscle. If you lift a certain weight 12 times, you're meeting your target. But what if you pushed yourself to lift 3 to 5 additional times? Those extra efforts would compound, producing far greater results than simply completing the original 12 repetitions. This concept is akin to the example we discussed earlier about the magic penny. If that penny doubled in value every day, after 31 days, it would yield a large sum. But what if you doubled that penny one extra time each week? Instead of $10 million, you would reach $171 million. Just a little extra effort each time multiplies the result exponentially. The key takeaway is that success is not about doing a large number of tasks well, but about doing the right things consistently and going beyond what is expected. Achieving success doesn't require making grand gestures. Rather, it's about making incremental improvements, going the extra mile, and continuing to put in the work, even when it seems like you've reached your limit. The compound effect rewards those who push a little further than required, time and time again. I hope you learned something new and valuable from this video and that you liked it. Friends, liking this video doesn't matter to me as much, but, from my heart, I say that making such videos takes both time and effort. When you like and comment on the video, it feels like our hard work has helped someone, and we'll keep making such great videos. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel, The Story Hub, and share this video with your friends and family. For more book summary videos, make sure to follow me. Until then, stay happy and always keep your family happy. Goodbye.